Hello everyone, welcome back to KokoChem Education YouTube channel. We are solving WASSCE past questions, aka PASCO, for today. If that sounds like something you'll be interested in, stay tuned. Wishing you all the very best in your examination. Good luck, you got this. Question number 1. Which of the following arrangements is in order of increasing acid strength? A. H2O, C2H5OH, HCOOH. B. HCOOH, H2O, C2H5OH. C. C2H5OH, HCOOH, H2O. D. C2H5OH, H2O, HCOOH. The correct answer is A. Explanation. Acid strength increases with lower pKa values. H2O and C2H5OH are weaker acids compared to HCOOH. So this order reflects increasing acid strength. Question 2. The relative molar mass of calcium nitride is, take calcium Ca to be equal to 40.0, nitrogen N to be equal to 14.0. A. 54, B. 148, C. 94, D. 82. The correct answer is B. Explanation. If you take calcium nitride, the molar mass calculation will be 3 times 40.0 plus 2 times 14.0 equal to 148. Question 3. What is the quantity of electricity that flows when a current of 0.5 amperes is passed through an electrolyte for 5 hours 45 minutes? Take 1 Faraday to be equal to 96,500 coulombs. A. 0.11 Faraday, B. 2.20 Faraday, C. 0.22 Faraday, D. 0.12 Faraday. The correct answer is A. 0.11 Faraday. So if we are converting 5 hours 45 minutes to seconds, it will be 1 hour will give you 3600 seconds. So that means 5 hours 45 minutes will be 5 times 3600 plus 45 times 60, which will give you 20,700 seconds. We know that charge is current times time. So we have 0.5 amperes times the time in seconds, which will give you 10,350 coulombs. But 1 Faraday gives you 96,500 coulombs. So if you divide it, you will get 0.11 Faraday. Question 4. The current required to deposit 10.8 grams of silver in 1 hour 15 minutes is Take Ag to be equal to 108. 1 Faraday equals 96,500 coulombs. A. 1.00 ampere. B. 2.14 amperes. C. 2.00 amperes. D. 1.50 amperes. The correct answer is B. Explanation. Moles of Ag, which is silver, will give you mass over molar mass, which is 10.8 grams over 108, which is the molar mass. That will give you 0.1 moles, and the charge is the moles times Faraday, so 0.1 moles times 96,500 coulombs will give you 9650 coulombs. The time is 1 hour 15 minutes, which is 75 minutes. So time converted to seconds would be 4500 seconds. Therefore, the current, which will be the charge divided by the time, will give you 9650 divided by 4500 seconds. You will have 2.14 amperes. Question 5. Galvanization of iron is necessary to A. Protect it from corrosion. B. Give it more tensile strength. C. Make it more malleable. D. Remove impurities from it. The correct answer is A. Explanation. Galvanization coats iron with zinc, which prevents it from rusting by acting as a protective barrier and sacrificial anode. Question number 6. How many electrons are in aluminium 3+ atom? A. 10. B. 16. C. 14. D. 13. The correct answer is A. Explanation. A neutral aluminium atom will have 13 electrons. Aluminium with a charge 3+ means it has lost 3 electrons. So it now has 10 electrons. 7. Which of the following gases dissolves in water to give an acidic solution? A. Chlorine. B. Nitrogen. C. Oxygen. D. Hydrogen. The correct answer is A. Chlorine. Explanation. Chlorine reacts with water to form hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid, both of which make the solution acidic. Question number 8. Carbon is used in the purification of drinking water to A. Remove solid particles. B. Remove taste and odor. C. Disinfect the water. D. Reduce the salt content. The correct answer is B. Remove taste and odor. Explanation. Activated carbon absorbs organic compounds responsible for taste and odor in water treatment. Question 9. Variation in the chemical properties of metals is due to differences in their A. Molar masses. B. Physical properties. C. Number of electron shells. D. number of valence electrons. The correct answer is D, number of valence electrons. Explanation: valence electrons determine reactivity, bonding, and other chemical properties in metals. Question 10. Consider the reaction X plus Y, reversible arrows to XY. If the temperature of the system is increased, A, the forward reaction would be favored. B, the reaction would be slower. C, the reaction would be at equilibrium. D, the backward reaction would be favored. The correct answer is A. Explanation: for an endothermic reaction, increasing temperature favors the forward reaction. Or you can simply say, when temperature increases, the reactant species gain more energy. This makes them more likely to overcome the activation energy and hence form more XY products. So the forward reaction is favored. Question number 11. Which of the following is an empirical formula? A. C4H10. B. H2OH. C. CH4. D. C2H4. The correct answer is C. CH4. Explanation: CH4, which is methane, is already in its simplest whole number ratio of carbon to hydrogen, which is 1:4. None of the other options are in their simplest form. Question 12. Consider the electrochemical cell Fe solid to Fe2 plus aqueous, Ag2 plus aqueous to Ag solid. Which statement is correct? A. Reduction occurs at the iron electrode. B. The iron electrode functions as an anode. C. Electrons flow from silver electrode to iron electrode. D. Oxidation occurs at the silver electrode. The correct answer is B. Explanation: in a galvanic cell, the anode is where the oxidation happens. Iron is oxidized, so the iron electrode is the anode. 13. The pH of a slightly alkaline solution would likely be A. 2, B. 12, C. 8, D. 7. The correct answer is C. Explanation: a slightly alkaline solution has a pH just above 7. A pH of 8 indicates weak alkalinity. Strong bases have pH closer to 14, and values below 7 are acidic. Question 14. A decrease in temperature results in a decreased reaction rate due to A. Increased collusion frequency. B. Decreased activation energy. C. Increased molecular speed. D. Lower reaction energy. The correct answer is D. Explanation: lower temperatures results in particles having less energy, making them less likely to overcome the activation energy barriers. Question 15. The percentage purity of sodium hydroxide is 80%. What mass of it is needed to prepare 1.0 mole per dm cubed solution in 1 dm cubed flask? Take sodium hydroxide to be equal to 40.0 grams per mole. A. 100 grams. B. 40.0 grams. C. 50.0 grams. D. 60.0 grams. The correct answer is C. Explanation: moles is equal to concentration times volume. So moles will be 1.0 mole per dm cubed times 1 dm cubed, which will give you 1.0 moles. Mass is equal to moles times molar mass. So we have moles, 1.0 moles times 40 grams per mole. That will give you 40 grams. 80% of it is pure. So 80% of the overall, which is X, would be equal to the 40 grams. That means if we solve for X will be 50 grams. Question number 16. If densities of H2 and O2 are 0.5 grams per dm cubed and 8.0 grams per dm cubed respectively, the ratio of their rates of diffusion is A. 1:1, B. 16:1, C. 8:1, D. 4:1. The correct answer is D. Explanation: Graham's law, the rate is proportional to 1 divided by the square root of the densities. So the square root of 8.0 divided by 0.5 will give you square root of 16, which is 4. So hydrogen diffuses 4 times faster than oxygen. 17. Which of the following compounds is a bleaching agent? A. Na2CO3, B. AgCl, C. KClO3, D. CaOCl2. The correct answer is D. Explanation: calcium oxychloride CaOCl2 is commonly known as bleaching powder and is used in water treatment and sanitation. Question 18. The rate of a reaction depends on the frequency of effective collisions between A. Product particles, B. Reactant particles and the vessel, C. Reactant and product particles, D. Reactant particles. The correct answer is D. Explanation: According to collision theory, chemical reactions occur when reactant particles collide with sufficient energy and proper orientation. Question 19. The substance that causes the reduction of Fe2O3 in the blast furnace is A. CaO, B. CaCO3, C. SiO2, D. CO. The correct answer is D. Explanation. Carbon monoxide, CO, acts as a reducing agent in the blast furnace, converting Fe2O3 to metallic iron. Question 20. In galvanic cells, the metal with a higher reduction potential serves as A. The anode, B. The salt bridge, C. The electrolyte, D. The cathode. The correct answer is D. The cathode. Explanation. The metal with a higher reduction potential gains electrons and is therefore reduced at the cathode. Question 21. The energy required to break 1 mole of an ionic crystal into its isolated gaseous ions is A. Atomization energy, B. Sublimation energy, C. Lattice energy, D. Enthalpy of formation. The correct answer is C. Lattice energy. Explanation. Lattice energy refers to the energy needed to separate 1 mole of an ionic solid into gaseous ions. Question 22. What is the correct sequence for the processes occurring in the mass spectrometer? A. Vaporization, ionization, acceleration, deflection. B. Ionization, vaporization, deflection, acceleration. C. Ionization, vaporization, acceleration, deflection. D. Vaporization, acceleration, ionization, deflection. The correct answer is A. Vaporization, ionization, acceleration, and deflection. Explanation. The correct sequence is vaporization, ionization, acceleration, and deflection. This ensures that the sample is properly ionized and separated for detection. 23. The oxidation number of ion in the compound Na3Fe open parenthesis Cn close parenthesis 6 is A. 2 plus, B. 5 plus, C. 4 plus, D. 3 plus. The correct answer is D. 3 plus. For the compound Na3FeCN6, sodium is +1, so we have 3 plus Fe. Cn is minus 1. So plus minus 6 equal to 0. It's a neutral compound. So Fe is equal to plus 3. 24. The mass of 1.51 times 10 to the power 23 molecules of CO2 is, take Avogadro's constant number to be 6.0 times 10 to the power 23. Molar mass of CO2 to be equal to 44.0 grams per mole. A. 22.0 grams. B. 0.55 grams. C. 5.5 grams. D. 11.0 grams. The correct answer is D. 11.0 grams. Explanation. Number of molecules is equal to moles times Avogadro's constant. So to find the moles, we will divide number of molecules, which is 1.51 times 10 to the power 23 by 6.0 times 10 to the power 23. And once you get the moles, mass would be equal to moles times molar mass. So we have 0.252 times 44 grams per mole, which will give you 11.0 grams. 25. Which of the following hydroxides is amphoteric? A. Aluminium hydroxide. B. Calcium hydroxide. C. Iron hydroxide. D. Magnesium hydroxide. The correct answer is A. Aluminium hydroxide. Explanation. Aluminium hydroxide can react with both acids and bases, making it amphoteric. 26. Which observation will be made during the electrolysis of copper 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 solution using copper anode and carbon cathode? A. The anode dissolves. B. The color of the solution remains the same. C. Hydrogen ions are discharged at the cathode. D. Copper is deposited on the anode. The correct answer is A. The anode dissolves. Explanation. At the anode, copper metal oxidizes to copper 2 plus and dissolves into the solution. 27. In the presence of phenolphthalein, alkali shows A. Green color. B. Orange color. C. Violet color. D. Pink color. The correct answer is D. Pink color. Explanation. Phenolphthalein turns pink in basic, which is alkaline solution, due to its pH sensitivity. 28. Which of the following statements about a buffer solution is correct? A. It is usually a small amount of an acid. B. Addition of small amount of alkali increases the pH. C. Addition of small amount of acid reduces the pH. D. It resists a change in pH on addition of either small amount of an acid or an alkali. The correct answer is D. It resists a change in pH on addition of either small amount of an acid or an alkali. Explanation: a buffer solution maintains a relatively constant pH even when small amounts of acid or base are added. 29. Which of the following substances is added to the iron ore and coke in the blast furnace during the extraction of an iron? A. Calcium oxide. B. Sulfur. C. Hydrogen. D. Limestone. The correct answer is D. Limestone. Explanation: limestone, which is calcium carbonate, is added alongside iron ore, which is Fe2O3, and coke, which is carbon. Question 30. Dilution of ethanoic acid solution increases its electrical conductivity due to A. Increase in solubility. B. Decrease in solubility. C. Decrease in dissociation. D. Increase in dissociation. The correct answer is D. Increase in dissociation. Explanation: diluting a weak acid like ethanoic acid shifts equilibrium towards more ionization, increasing conductivity. Question 31. Which of the following substances could be reduced by hydrogen gas? A. Calcium oxide. B. Silver oxide. C. Magnesium oxide. D. Potassium oxide. The correct answer is B. Silver oxide. Explanation: silver oxide is less reactive and can be reduced by hydrogen, unlike the other more stable oxides. Question 32. What is the oxidizing agent in the reaction 3CuO plus 2NH3 going into 3Cu plus N2 plus 3H2O? A. N2. B. NH3. C. Cu. D. CuO. The correct answer is D. Copper oxide, CuO. Explanation: copper oxide accepts electrons from ammonia, causing ammonia to oxidize. Therefore, copper oxide is the oxidizing agent. Question 33. Which of the following molecules would displace chlorine from an aqueous solution of its salt? A. F2. B. At2. C. I2. D. Br2. The correct answer is A. F2. Explanation: fluorine is more reactive than chlorine and can displace it from its salt solution. The reactivity trend is normally F2 greater than Cl2 greater than Br2 greater than I2. Question 34. Given the electron configurations, X is 1s2 2s2 2p1, and Y 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p5. The formula of the compound formed between them is A. XY, B. X3Y, C. XY3, D. XY2. The correct answer is C. XY3. Explanation: X is likely a group 13 element which forms +3 ions, and Y is a group 17 element which forms -1 ion. So 3 atoms of X are needed to balance 1 Y atom to give XY3. Question 35. The IUPAC name of open parenthesis CH3 close parenthesis 3 C CH2 CH3 is A. 1,1,1-trimethylpropane, B. 2,2-dimethylhexane, C. 3,3-dimethylbutane, D. 2,2-dimethylbutane. The correct answer is D. 2,2-dimethylbutane. Explanation: the parent name is butane because the continuous carbon chain is 4, and there are 2 methyl groups attached to the same carbon at position number 2. Hence the name 2,2-dimethylbutane. Question 36. Which of the following substances is not an isotope of hydrogen? A. Deuterium, B. Tritium, C. Protium, D. Hydroxonium. The correct answer is D. Hydroxonium. Explanation: hydroxonium ion is an ion, not a form of a hydrogen atom like deuterium, tritium, and protium. All these are isotopes of hydrogen, except hydroxonium ions. Question 37. The use of a slaked lime to adjust soil acidity is based on A. Decomposition, B. Neutralization, C. Nitrification, D. Precipitation. The correct answer is B. Neutralization. Explanation: slaked lime, aka calcium hydroxide, neutralizes excess acids in the soil, raising the pH and reducing acidity. Question 38. Which statement about a chemical change is correct? A. It can be reversed by a physical means. B. It is not accompanied by heat change. C. It results in the formation of new elements. D. It occurs only when substances react. The correct answer is C. It results in the formation of new elements. Explanation: a chemical change involves the transformation of substances into new products through reactions, and it generally cannot be reversed physically. Question 39. The number of peaks in a mass spectrum represents the number of A. Atoms, B. Allotropes, C. Isotopes, D. Ions. The correct answer is C. Isotopes. In a mass spectrum, the number of peaks shows how many isotopes are present. Question 40. Which of the following atoms numbered 1 to 4 is a secondary carbon atom? A. 4, B. 1, C. 2, D. 3. The correct answer is C. Carbon number 2. Explanation. A secondary carbon is bonded to 2 other carbon atoms. Question 41. Complete hydrogenation of benzene produces A. Cyclohexene, B. Ethane, C. Cyclohexane, D. Margarine. The correct answer is C. Cyclohexane. Explanation. Benzene undergoes complete hydrogenation to form cyclohexane by the addition of 3 moles of hydrogens. 42. The advantage of detergent over soap is that detergents A. Are readily available, B. Lather readily with water, C. Are non-biodegradable, D. Are in powdered form. The correct answer is B. Lather readily with water. Explanation. Detergents do not form scum in hard water and therefore lather more easily compared to soaps. 43. The pH of a 0.01 mole per dm cubed nitric acid HNO3 is A. 0.1, B. 2.0, C. 1.0, D. 0.2. The correct answer is B. 2.0. Explanation. pH is negative log of the concentration of H+. Therefore, negative log of 0.01 mole per dm cubed is equal to 2. 44. Which of the following compounds would not give a precipitate with silver nitrate AgNO3? A. CH3C triple bond C CH3, B. CH3 CH2 C triple bond CH, C. CH3 C triple bond CH, D. CH triple bond CH. The correct answer is A. CH3 C triple bond C CH3. Explanation. Only terminal alkynes give white precipitate with silver nitrate. Option A is an internal alkyne, so no precipitate. 45. What is the pOH of a solution whose pH is 4.5? A. 5.5, B. 11.5, C. 9.5, D. 7.5. The correct answer is C. 9.5. Explanation: pH plus pOH gives you 14. Therefore, pOH will be 14 minus 4.5, which is 9.5. 46. All pure samples of the same chemical compound contain the same elements in the same proportion by mass. This is a statement of the law of A. Conservation of mass, B. Multiple proportions, C. Definite proportions, D. Reciprocal proportions. The correct answer is C. Definite proportion. Explanation: the law of definite proportion states that a chemical compound always contains the same proportion of elements by mass. 47. Ethanol is produced by A. Hydrolysis of sucrose, B. Distillation of wood, C. Fermentation of starch, D. Catalytic oxidation of methane. The correct answer is C. Fermentation of starch. Explanation: ethanol is commonly produced by the anaerobic fermentation of carbohydrates such as starch and sugar by yeast. 48. In the extraction of iron from its ore, the coke used A. Acts as a catalyst, B. Reduces the amount of heat produced, C. Produces carbon 2 oxide, D. Oxidizes Fe to Fe3O4. The correct answer is C. Produces carbon 2 oxide. Explanation: coke burns to form carbon dioxide, which is then reduced to carbon monoxide. The carbon monoxide reduces iron 3 oxide to metallic ion. 49. The open chain aliphatic hydrocarbon with molecular formula C9H16 is A. Acyclic, B. Alkyne, C. Alkene, D. Alkane. The correct answer is B. Alkyne. Explanation: the general formula for alkyne is CnH2n-2. So C9H16 will be C9H29-2 would be C9H16. All the other options do not fit this formula. Question 50. The metallic bonding in aluminium is strong because of the large number of A. Delocalized electrons, B. Valence electrons, C. Lone pair electrons, D. Immobile electrons. The correct answer is A. Delocalized electrons. Explanation: aluminium atoms donate their outer electrons to form a sea of delocalized electrons that hold the metal ions together strongly. This is KokoChem Education YouTube channel. Always remember that practice makes permanent. So when you any video no one, no bibi every month, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Share it with a friend and please subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.